All right, I guess we're just going on. I guess we're just here. Oh, I guess we're not. I don't know what happened. Yeah, usually I do the, I do the little intro thing. But screw it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. I don't know what's going on with this app. It's been messing up. I don't know. Hopefully we're all on. Let me just double check the mic. Mic's on. There's still a little bit of a delay. It's probably good the intro didn't play anyhow because it's been making this weird, like Mad Max says, but it sounds like you're underwater or something. So I don't know. But anyhow, here I am. No intro, just cold open, as they call it. Thanks everybody for being here. We got Roxanne Armfield here. Been waiting a while, looks like. Michael McAndrews is here. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys are still here. KJ Doglove asks a very interesting question. It says, why are you using Hal's face and show to promote your own show? I'm so confused. I'm not really sure what's the confusion. People use people's shows to promote shows all the time. And also, if you look at the title, it's very self-explanatory. It says Hal Sparks pre-show hangout with Trucker John. I'm Trucker John, and we're hanging out, right? We're just having a hangout. That means before Hal Sparks comes on at 4 o'clock Pacific time. I don't understand the confusion. I'm confused that you're confused. I don't understand the confusion. It's very self-explanatory. If your reading comprehension is down, I blame a Republican. I'll blame a Republican for that. Anyhow, Michael Ogandra says Trucker John has loved Hal for a while now. Yes, that is true. That much is true. Philly 3000, that's how he got me. Well, that's kind of the point. I mean, I'm trying to get people here, okay? But also, I love Hal Sparks, and I think a lot of us do. And it's not a prerequisite. If you don't even know who Hal Sparks is, you can still be here. You can still hang out. I'm not going to kick you out for that, Let's just have a hangout. But the idea of me, when I first started doing this live stream, I've been doing it for 2 or 3 years now? At least over 2 years. I don't know, close to 3, I bet. Time flies, so it's hard, to remember exactly. But the whole idea of me going on in the time slots that I go on is when Hal is not on, with the idea that people who are Hal Sparks fans or sparklers, could have a place to hang out. That even on my Tuesday and Thursday morning shows, because Hal usually doesn't do a show Tuesday morning and Thursday morning. So I took that spot with the idea that folks who are used to being up at that time and are used to watching Hal Sparks, we could have a place to hang out. That's the whole idea. And then I do this one now because he goes on late. So I thought, hey, this would be a good idea. We could all get in here, hang out for a little bit, and get ready for the show, for Hal's show. It's really simple. And then Saturday, I kind of do the same thing, except opposite. When he's done with the Saturday show, so I feel like people aren't done hanging out. They might want to hang out a little bit more. So then I go on right after Hal and try to get folks who want to hang out more. How do I get their attention? Well, the best way is to say, hey, this is the Hal Sparks post show. This is the Hal Sparks pre-show. Otherwise, you won't know. I'm just trying to get people to know where to go. If you want to go somewhere, if you still want to hang out. If you still want to hang out, that's why. But like I said, this is not, if you're not a sparkler or whatever, you're still welcome to hang out. Okay, hope that explains it. We got Jolie's here. Good to see Jolie. Jeannie is here. Good to see Jeannie. Hugger Greeter is here. Good, hello, Hugger Greeter. Good to see you. Donna O is in the chat. Good to see Donna O. Gino Maynard. Greetings. I wonder if we're going to see Mr. Spock there, because I really want to do this again. And if Mr. Spock doesn't come around, then I probably won't ever do it, because I'll just forget about it. Donna, is that you, Teresa? Hey. Music, what up? What up, John? Not much. Just hanging out, looking at things are just weird. There's a delay, and I don't like it. I have a slight delay in my feedback there, or my playback, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know why it's doing that. I wonder if it has something to do, because I've been doing this thing where you do, where you put the upcoming show, and I usually don't do that. So maybe I bet you that has something to do with it. Music says, I didn't realize Hal was on so late. Yeah, see there now, I've helped you out, haven't you? Yeah, he comes on at 4. On Thursdays, he comes on at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Because that's when he does a weekly like Zoom call where apparently with his family. He calls it family phone time or something. And they and his family is a lot of it's from the East Coast and the Central Time Zone. So their time is 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then that's why he does a show an hour later. So, but you might want to go to the show tonight. It looks like it's going to be a very good one with Hal. We might as well promote it a little bit, since I do have House Parks in the title, House Parks Pre-Show Hangout, at 4 p.m. And so we'll go off. We're going to go off from here. We're going to go over to there, and you guys are all going to give me a nice Sugar John raid, I hope. But Phil Ittner's going to be on tonight, and usually he's on Wednesdays. But Hal didn't have a show yesterday. I'm not sure exactly why. I know he was on Tuesday. He was busy. Went down to L.A. because he's up here in Vegas, but he goes to LA every Tuesday, does these shows at the Whiskey A Go-Go in Hollywood. And he did one last night. And usually he gets back in time to do a Wednesday show. And if he doesn't do the morning show, he at least does the afternoon show. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was just really tired because he's been traveling so much, or if there was a technical issue or what. But anyhow, he wasn't on yesterday. So tonight he's going to be on at 4 o'clock Pacific time, and Phil Ittner is going to be on because usually he's on Wednesdays, and since he couldn't come on yesterday, he'll be on tonight. So that'll be interesting. You want to check him out? Phil Ittner talking about what's going on in Ukraine, right? He's there on the ground. He's in Ukraine. He's not, it's not like he's on the front battlefield, but he's in Ukraine. He's in a town there, and he gets subjected to, to the air raid sirens and has to take cover just like, everybody else. So you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss Ittner, Phil Ittner, giving his firsthand report of what's going on there in Ukraine. Let's see. We got Mad Max, Slava Ukraini. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Hugger Greeter says, I changed my name recently from Pisces Greeter to Hugger Greeter because, Hugger Greeter is just giving out those hugs, Howie Z is here. This is a fan club dude. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. Fanboy. I'm fanboying. I'm a fanboy. Even though I'm about 10 years older than Hal. I guess I'm like 8 years older than Hal. I'm a fanboy. What can I say? Music. I'm a huge Hal Sparks fan, though. I disagree with him on most things political. Wow. So that's amazing. And I applaud you for that. You disagree with him on most things political, and his show is 90% political, I would say. His this YouTube show. And yet you're still a huge fan. So I applaud you for that. I think that's great. You're able to still be a fan. Fancy made it. Never fear, Fancy is here. Keith Polite, the orange background with the black shirt looks great. Thank you very much. And this is Randy Rhodes. I'm sporting my Randy Rhodes t-shirt. I've actually had this one for a few years. You can see. And I did go over and watch that Dusty show that Mr. Spock, wanted me to go watch because I'm brainwashed. I'm the one brainwashed. I watched about an hour of the guy's his last live stream that he did. I guess it was maybe that was yesterday. I think it said 16 hours ago when I so I guess it was from last night or something. And I watched about an hour of it. And when he started saying, here's where I left the show. When he started yelling into the camera, Joe Biden needs to die. He needs to die quickly. He needs to just go away and die. That's when I said, I'm out of here. Not that he wasn't saying anything previous to that I found objectionable. Objectionable? Whatever. But I wanted to give it a good effort because I told Mr. Spock that I was going to watch the guy. And I think I gave it a pretty good effort. I think it was about an hour. And I got to tell you, the guy's a nut job, in my opinion, this Dusty guy. He's probably worse than Cenk Uygur, and I've been saying how disgusting Cenk Uygur is. This guy's probably worse than that. He's one of those like Russell Brand, far lefty, extreme lefty, just deals in fear and conspiracies, and he just really appeals to that part of someone's brain, of just everything's out to get you. They're all out there to get you. No one's working for you. They're all, all both sides, the Republicans, the Democrats. Joe Biden is just working for the oligarchs. And, it's all that bullshit. It's total bullshit fucking shit. So that's my opinion of this Dusty motherfucker, okay? But I did give it a good shot. I gave it an hour. And like I said, as soon as he started yelling, Joe Biden needs to die quickly. He needs us to die, go off and die. That's when I said, okay, fuck you to Dusty and his show. I was going to subscribe to it just to be a good guy, just to be cool. I was going to subscribe to it and then maybe watch the show every now and then. But with that, when he did that, I was like, no, fuck it. I'm not subscribing to this asshole. So that's my little review, my little opinion on the Dusty show. If you guys watch it and you like it, that's fine. That's to each his own. To each his own. As far as I'm concerned, the guy's a nut. Not a nut like a funny, crazy nut. He's a dangerous kind of nut because he kind of runs a good show. I mean, he kind of has good graphics and he has good equipment and he's able to put up clips, things that I would like to do. I might go in and try to copy what he's doing as far as that. I like the way he's got graphics and he can break it down. He can stop it and talk about it. That's really what I would like to do as soon as I get some better equipment. But he's got, what, I think he had, was it 35 or something subs or maybe it was more, I don't know. Or was it 30,000 or 3,500? I forget. But whatever it was, and he had a good chat, a good amount of people in his chat. And the scary thing is they're all, they're just lapping it up. And they seem to be, most of them just agreeing with everything he said, all the horse shit that he was saying. A lot of this stuff that he was posting, I think, was questionable sources. I think there was a lot of stuff taken out of context. I think there was a lot of looping where some of the stuff he was showing was someone interviewing someone and then they would just show the same response over and over again. It was obviously edited in a way to make that person look bad. It's total horseshit. Look, I'll take Randy Rhodes and Hal Sparks and Nicole Sandler and Stephanie Miller. I'll even take Tom Hartman, who I've kind of gotten a little tired of just because, I don't know, he's a good guy. I like Tom, but, I'll take all those guys over fucking Dusty, whatever his name is, any fucking day of the week. So, that's what I got to say about that. So I got to say about that. Gina Maynard, it's a homage to Hal. Hey, I love Hal. I think he's a great guy. Like I said, I don't agree with Hal 100% of the time. Sometimes he says stuff where it kind of bugs me. But usually it's about trivial stuff. You know what I mean? Like how he goes off on a tangent about a metaphor, where all of a sudden he wants a metaphor to be literal, but then he'll go off and use a metaphor, and the way it's he's sort of hypocritical about metaphors, and that shouldn't be that big of an issue. It's not like he's pro anti-abortion, or that's like a double negative kind of like, isn't it? Well, you know what I mean. It's not like he's on some really important issue that that he would be, I guess. WW, are you making me any money doing all these shows? No, I'm not. I'm not, W. I'm not making you anything. WW, I'm not a sparkler, stupid name. Yeah, WW is a stupid name, I agree. So is Wes. So is anything related to WW. Those are all stupid names. Sandra Halford, in relation to Rob. Say there, saying hi to Hugger Greeter. 3 Girls, 3 Wills, howdy. I know I'm really behind in the chat. Maz Art's here. Maz Art says, summer days, summer nights are gone. I know a place where there's still something going on. Yeah. Sounds like a song. I think you just did some song lyrics. I don't know why I'm dancing and doing the white man overbite. But W says, fingers are too fat. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon, these beautiful hands. You dare to make fun of these beautiful hands? MJ Daniel says, we can talk about how crazy the hate for Amazon's Ring of Power show can be. It is kind of entertaining sometimes. I watched part of season 1. I don't think season 2 come out yet. And I liked it. But for some reason I didn't finish watching the season, I don't think. I thought it was good. Let me skip down a little bit. Claudio Barado Nick2 says, Brother Chucker John. Well, that sounds cool. That sounds like a cool thing to say, so I'm just going to say hi. Hi back at you. Mozart, get your fill. There you go. I think that's a little pun. MJ Daniel says they will be getting the F-16 in the air soon, and it will be an ugly summer for the Russian troops. Oh, there you go. So I'm getting the references. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, get those F-16s up in the air and fuck them over. That's all I got to say about that. I probably have more to say. Sheila Renters here was worried about Hal no show on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really heard. I didn't see anything posted on the regular places that we go for that. Sometimes they'll say what happened. If they don't say anything, then that does make you wonder, like, oh, was it so bad that they couldn't say? So yeah, I hope, Sheila, I'm there with you. I hope everything's okay. I imagine everything is okay since he is coming on tonight. It wasn't so bad that he's like, never coming back. But yeah, I hope everything's okay, Sheila. I sort of share your concern there. How is he? Hal is filling a huge void in political commentary. Hal and Trucker John. By the way, let's see here. Fancy says it's very Halloween. Yeah, the orange and black. And I like orange and black. I do like orange and black. All year round. I have some orange tennis shoes that I bought, and I even showed them on one of my live streams. MJ, Oregon State, U colors. Yeah. In fact, I bought it. I'm not even an Oregon State fan. I have an Oregon State hat somewhere. I'm looking around. What did I do with my Oregon State hat? And I only bought it because of the orange colors. I'm looking at my hat. I have a stack of hats over there. I know I have a Sturgis hat that is it's sort of orange and black, and there's a lot of gray on it. Harley Davidson, their colors are like orange and black, so that's cool. I like orange and black, but I don't like the teams necessarily. Our high school was orange and black, so our school colors. But I don't like the Giants. They're kind of pretty much orange and black. The San Francisco Giants, I don't like them. Let's see here. Minjay Daniel said, "Hell no, no place for shit like that. Sounds like a loony." Oh, is this going back? Because I am really behind. Are we talking about that Dusty guy? I just didn't like him. I was really turned off by him. But like I said, to each their own, I guess. Mozart, isn't Dusty on Midas Touch? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe that's why I'm not really into Midas Touch. Although I've watched the Midas Brothers or whatever they're called. And they're okay. They're all like lawyers, right? So, I mean, I really have no problem with them. The only problem I have with them is that they just have all these commercials and stuff. And I don't know. But I don't have any beef with Midas Touch and all those Midas guys. I think they're good. They seem to be on the right side of things. See, I don't think Dusty would be with them because I haven't seen them. I've never seen the Midas Touch people bash Biden. I don't think. Well, I don't really watch them that often. Maybe you guys that do would know more than I would. But but this guy is totally bashing Biden. I mean, he was saying the stuff like Jake Uger. He's more like Jake Uger, saying that Biden is not just corrupt, but that he's evil, and that he's responsible for genocide in Gaza, and he's killing babies and all this kind of stuff. That's what this Dusty guy was saying, and I've never heard Midas Touch ever say anything like that. So I don't think, maybe he was, maybe they booted him out. I don't know. Let's see, where was I at? Donald Leary says, "Hello, nice t-shirt. Thank you very much." See, that's kind of like why I like using this. I changed tripods because I can tilt it down a little bit more so you guys can see my shirts a little bit better. Because I always have, something, usually. And this way you can see I'm wearing a Randy Rhodes shirt. If I lean back, I get really cool, really casual. You guys can really see that baby, can't you? So that's why I like this tripod. I did get my Gorilla Tape out. And I taped around where, because it's on one of those like telescoping type of deals. And for some reason, it would start to slide down. So I just wrapped it with some Gorilla Tape. So now it will be forever in this position. This will no longer be the portable little thing that it folds up into. But hey, man, you guys can see my cool Randy Rhodes shirt. All right, but then I have to lean forward to read chat. So, damn it! I'm gonna knock over the whole green screen, and then the magic will be destroyed. Let's see. MJ says, sounds more like an anarchist than not a liberal or progressive. Yeah, I just was totally turned off by him. I mean, you can check him out and see what you think, but I'm done with him. I did an hour, and that was an hour of my life I'll never get back. And I did that for Mr. Spock. I hope he's satisfied. I hope, But how is he? People buy what he is selling, and that's a problem. Yeah, well, they ought to come over here to Trucker John. That's what they ought to do. Because they do, like Spock, Mr. Spock, and then they say that I'm the brainwashed one. Hey, look, I looked up some of that shit that he was saying. He was talking about this $1 billion that Trump is sending to Israel. Yeah, that's the normal package of stuff that they do, and it's being spread out over the next several years, and it's about defensive weapons and not offensive weapons. It's not about these 2,000-pound dumb bombs that Israel's dropping. That's what he's stopping. And then the Republicans, he didn't mention once, this Dusty guy, as soon as Biden stopped with the current shipment of those dumb bombs over, what did they do? They fucking try to introduce a bill that would force him to not stop those shipments. And I even saw something about I think they were threatening a lawsuit or something. So, but he conveniently left that part out of it. So anyhow, Mad Max says, did you tell him your thoughts, Dusty TJ, or did you just leave? Well, since it was a replay, I did leave a comment on the comment section. It's like, you know how it is. If you're not in the live replay, or so it's a comment that's, after the fact. And I just said something like, yeah, here's what I said. I'll try to remember it. I just said, hey, look, I just came here to check out this dude at the suggestion of one of my subscribers. But this guy, I'm sorry, this guy's really full of shit. I've had enough and I'm out. That's what I put. So. Michael McAndrews, I love Hal and Randy and John and Nicole. I think he means me. And Midas Touch, okay. I like Midas Touch. Okay. And All Hat No Cattle and Stephania and Keith. I guess that's Olbermann. And Trey Crowder. I like Trey, yes. And Texas Paul, yes. And Boston Brian. Hey, Michael McAndrews, those are all my favorites too, except for the All Hat No Cattle. I've never heard that one before. But I will trust you, based on your taste here, especially the John one, that they are good. And I will have to check them out. But yeah, that's a good list right there, Michael McAndrews, especially the John one. Let's see. WW Kharkiv. That's where Ignor's at, right? That's how I must be like a half an hour behind in the chat. Mozart, most chats lap up their hosts. So yeah, I think I'm 30 minutes behind. Or at least 20, I don't know. So I'm gonna skip down. Mozart says, I've seen Dusty a couple times. Not my thing. He didn't seem to like Jimmy Dore too, though. Oh yeah, maybe a broken clock syndrome there or whatever. I don't know. What about Randy Rhodes? What about Randy Rhodes? Never heard of her. I ain't never heard of her. Okay, anyhow. How is he? Tom Hartman puts me to sleep. I love Tom, but yeah, I can kind of relate to that. Three Girls for Reals. I stopped watching Tom too because I discovered Hal. Yeah, and they do come on at the same time. So really about the only time I watch I watch Tom is like when Hal's not on, like yesterday, or if Hal doesn't do a real long show, and then there's, because Tom goes all the way to noon Pacific time, and then I might catch the last 20 minutes or 30 minutes of his show, because when Hal goes up. Let's see. Sheila Renford was seconds what Mike said, especially the part about John, because I'm assuming that's Trucker John. I'm just gonna keep saying that over and over again, I guess. Mozart, that's a Bob Dylan song called Summer Days. Summer Days. I know I'm confusing songs. Summer Breeze, I was kind of confusing it. But Gino Maynard's here, says Donald and the Blue Suited Legion of Dumb. Yeah. I was wondering, I kind of didn't want to comment too much on that, because I remember seeing them out making their speeches out of the court, but I don't remember them all wearing the same suit. So then I thought, that was that photoshopped or something? So I didn't want to make too big of a deal out of the suits, because maybe the first day have they been there 2 days now? So maybe the first day they weren't matching, and then they said, hey, when we go back, let's all match. Or, I don't know. Mozart, Shogun is one of the best shows ever. I have not started watching that. I see it whenever I turn on the TV. It'll show a banner of all these shows or whatever, and Shogun's on there, and I'm like, I want to check that out, and I haven't checked it out yet. So I'm glad you're giving me a little encouragement there by saying it's the best show ever, so now I gotta check it out. I just gotta. Hey, there's Rock Kitty South. There are disinformation agents on both sides. Dusty Rhodes sounds like a far-left Alex Jones type who edit videos that make Nancy Pelosi seem drunk and made Jim Acosta appear to grab a woman's arm. Yeah, I don't know if he went that far. Like I said, I only watched an hour, and just what I saw, it just looked either just some of the stuff looked edited, that he was showing, and then he just put his spin on it, I haven't watched him enough, and I don't plan on watching him anymore to say that he's, that he's editing or doctoring videos. I don't know. I just think he puts a big spin on it and shows stuff that might not be reliable, or whatever the term is. Donald Leary says, really, when my TV died, got the old boombox out for the radio, found Tom Hartman a treasure. Yeah, Tom Hartman's a great guy. And Stephanie Miller, Randy Rhodes, HS, House Sparks. Oh, yeah, of course. Duh. I guess I was looking for the Trucker John one. I was looking for TJ. Is Adam here? Do I have it on? I have it on all messages. Did I skip Adam? Anyhow, I didn't see Adam, but hello, Adam, if you're there. I don't know. Did I block Adam? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, Jetta Live. Yes, Rocky. I watch Jetta Live. His half hours, they go so fast, though. It's like I just barely turn it on, and he's like, all right, sappers do this, or whatever, and I'm like, what? It's over already? Jesus. Donald Leary, Genometer was the Tom Hartman on a radio station where you had both DNR equal time. I don't know. Matthew Hansen says, Dusty Rhodes, the wrestler. No, well, that's funny, huh? Because I have Randy Rhodes. We're talking about a guy named Dusty. I don't know he's not Dusty Rhodes, the wrestler. I don't even know what his last name is. Agent 00 Soul says, Shogun is the best alien invasion show ever. Wow. Spoiler alert. Jupiter Judy lurking. That's fine. Just make sure you give me a thumbs up. And you checked in with a little bit there. So nice to see you, Jupiter Judy. Glad you're here. If anything comes to mind, just you can jump in anytime. The water's fine. Mozart says, when I search Dusty Rhodes, all I get is the pro wrestler from the 80s. Don't search Dusty Rhodes. Just search. I think I searched it. I think I just put Dusty, or the Dusty Show. I didn't put Rhodes in there at all. WW says, Adam is everywhere. Look for eagles and dragons and Buddha. Okay, whatever. There goes W. Shroomin out. Shroomin good. He's Shroomin. Michael McAndrews, I love the Alien Show. So fucking good. Oh, there's an Alien Show. Oh, is that the one with Two Dick? Fancy says, me too. I like the Alien Show. The one with the mouth on the side cracks me up. I'm not familiar with the Alien Show. I will have to check that out. Mozart says, anyone in chat know Dusty's last name? I want to search his. I'm telling you, I didn't know his last name, and I searched it and I found it. I think I just put the Dusty Show. I think that's all I put, and that got me there. Oh. Sheila Ringer, Boston Brian is great too. And we did mention Boston Brian. That was on Michael McAndrews' list. A very good list. That's a very good list of shows there. Mozart, Shogun is not an alien show. Okay. Michael McAndrews, I never heard of this Dusty. I don't go to any Nazi shows. Yeah, I'm not saying the guy's a Nazi. Just to be clear. Okay, I've never said the guy was a Nazi. But he is one of those who I think he has an agenda. He's tapped into a certain segment of society that he knows will react to what the things that he is proposing about how, big bad government is not working for you. Both sides are equally as bad. Joe Biden is a baby killer. That's but I wouldn't go so far as to say that he's a Nazi. Rock Kitty says Dusty Smith. Okay, so Dusty Smith, not Dusty Rhodes. Which I knew, but that wasn't. But Matthew Hannon is on Twitch. What, the Alien Show? I'm trying to keep up with you guys. I know, it's like, keep up, John, keep up, come on. Carrie C is here, Dusty Smith, and hello. All right, Carrie C, thanks for helping us out with that. Gino Maynard says, like Tom, Ed Schultz, the late great, may he rest in peace. Although Ed Schultz, something happened to him too, was on RT2. You could be a great guy and a useful idiot. Maybe is that when something happened? Was it when he was on RT? Because Tom Hartman was on RT, and I didn't see any change in Tom Hartman. He stayed, I think, true to his progressive values and his liberal values. I don't think he compromised anything. Ed Schultz, something happened because he was very. I guess you can go way back. I think originally in Ed Schultz's life, he was a Republican, right? And then he switched at some point in his life to being a Democrat and a liberal. And he had a show, and I liked his show, and I agreed with most of the stuff that he said. But then he went, was it MSNBC or whatever? He had a show for a little while. I guess it got canceled or something. And it was a good show. I remember watching that show. I liked the show. And then I think he was off the air for a little bit, and he came back. And when he came back, he had changed. And where he was saying some weird kind of right-wingy shit, like he was proposing, like he was behind. So yeah, there was something happened to him. But still, when he passed away, I was sad, and I didn't hate the guy, So if I hated him, then I wouldn't have been sad. But anyhow, something happened to Ed where he changed, kind of. He flip-flopped back. I wouldn't say he was total Republican or conservative, but something happened. Donald Larry, this was before my time. I treasure Tom Hartman. Oh, I love Tom Hartman. Me too, Don. But I just prefer Hal, and since they're on at the same time, I watch Hal. But like I said, at the when there's still time left, when Hal goes off the air, I'll go over and watch the rest of the Tom Hartman show. MJ Daniel says, I never watched his RT show and didn't watch him much on MSNBC. I watched a few episodes of MSNBC. I think I was on the road at the time. Yeah, I was on the road. So I wasn't able to watch a lot of them, but I watched a few of them. And remember, out of the Ed Schultz show, we got oh my God, what's his face? Norman Goldman. And that was a great show. And Norman Goldman was a great guy. And then all of a sudden he went off the air. Slurp louder, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's cringeworthy. It is cringeworthy. I apologize. Apparently the mic is working very well, though, because picking that up. Sheila Rimfer, Alien Show isn't part of Midas Touch. Okay. I don't even know what it is. 3 girls, 3 wheels. I'm throwing a kegger when Trump takes his dirt bath. There you go. Me too. Jupiter Judy says, Fancy at Jolie. Look what I found. I'm so uncomputerized. Oh, like you found emojis? I don't know what you found. Fancy, slurp away, John. I'm having me a nice cold Pepsi. This is the wild cherry. I always get wild cherry Pepsi. And okay, I'm gonna drink. I'll try not to slurp. I'll try not to slurp too loud. I'm so sorry though. There, I just didn't slurp. Hopefully that wasn't too gross. Mad Max says, you like Tom Hartman? I prefer Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. That was a funny show. Back in the day. You're going way back. Wasn't that like late 70s or something? I think I was still in high school when that show was on. MJ Daniel, I haven't been to a kegger since 81 or 82. Probably me too. Oh, actually, yeah. Probably about then. Yeah. Jupiter Dirty, AI doesn't slurp, which I guess proves I'm not AI. I'm real. That's the test. I guess that's the test. That last drink there, I didn't slurp. So. Mad Max says, Alien Show is connected to Midas and it can be funny as heck. Okay. I'll have to check it out sometime. WW says, something like the union is on your side. Who cares how they got you there or got you here? I don't know. You're going back. I think you are promoting really old criticisms of unions going back to mob days. You know, and which I think was kind of limited to places like New York and Chicago and Kansas City, apparently. But I would say overall, the idea of unions, I'm all for. I'm all for collective bargaining, okay? I'm all for giving the workforce some leverage by being able to band together, okay? Hey, Surrender Monkey is here from across the pond, as we like to say. Hi, has Hal had a break, or do I keep missing his shows? Well, Serena Monkey, he was off yesterday for some unknown reason. I assumed it was because of his travel schedule and being maybe exhausted. Could have been a technical issue for the afternoon show. I'm not really sure why. I have no idea. I guess I shouldn't really speculate. But the good news is, my dear man, Hal Sparks is scheduled to be on in about 14 minutes from this time right now. So you can hang out here for 14 more minutes and we shall, hand in hand, skip together over to the Hal Sparks show. All right. Tim Nelson, hey, Mad. Hey, Mad. Sealant, you're so true, Mad Mac. Yeah, well, Miami is sort of a stone's throw down from New York. So, yeah, I can imagine Miami having mob ties. But still, I think that you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And, you know, the mob is a cancer that you cut away. And try not to kill the host. Which would be the union. You could save the union. I think you can save the union by cutting away that cancer. And I think in large part it has been cut away over the last several decades, probably. Let's see. Roxanne Armfield, I'm so glad there are more voices out there for us. Me too, Roxanne. Mindy Nitrous is here. Hiya, TJ. Hiya, Sparklers and Sparkettes. Well, hello back at you. Good to see you. We're counting down here. We're at about, 13 minutes? Just doing a pre-show hangout. We're just hanging out, waiting, counting down the minutes to go on over to Hal Sparks. Matthew Hannon says, I've spent the past 20 years trying to drink like I did in college. Do not recommend. Yeah, I would not recommend that either. I'm sorry, I just slurped again, by the way. Surrender Monkey says, okay, can't do that. Thought I had lost even more marbles than I hoped. Or thought. No. Nope, it's just one of those things. He was off yesterday, and he's on every Thursday at 4 o'clock is his regular time, by the way. So, and I know you're across the pond. There's a big time difference, and so to you, 4 o'clock might not mean anything. You know what I mean? Gina Maynard, are you a gamer, Trucker? Not really. There's this one game that I play. It's called CSR2. It's just a like an internet game or whatever. It's just that you can play on your phone. But you can play it on any device. But I play it on my phone mainly, and that's really all I play. That and that King game, that Royal whatever it's called, Royal Match. Do those count as gaming? Back when my son was younger and I would come home and, we always had, my son had every game system at one time, PlayStation and GameCube and, whatever. We had every game thing there was. And so I would come home and play games with him a lot. But really in the last quite a few years now, I really haven't played any type of game on a console or anything like that. I just do the CSR2 game, which is kind of addicting because you get cars and you can beef up the cars and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of like that. But that's it. That's all I do. Agent 00 Soul says, just do it Roman style and give the mob free WWE and NASCAR on election day. Well, yeah, we can make jokes about it, so I'm not going to get too excited. Hey, Nick Rich is here. Nick Rich, like number 54. Good day. Just got home. Well, you just in time for the last 10 minutes of the show, which, as my dad would always say, better late than never. So, Hal's been off since Monday. Yeah, well, because Tuesday, he didn't do a show because he went to LA to do the show, his Whiskey a Go-Go show. Yesterday, something happened. We don't know, but I think he's okay. I think everything's okay. And now he'll be on today in about 9 minutes. So hopefully we can get a nice Trucker John raid when we go over there. I always ask for that. It seems like only 1 or 2 people do it. So I guess that shows what you guys really think. Gamebox games, Squared Game a lot. We had them all. No, we had. I know he had all the different PlayStations. We had everything at one point. Brenda Triplets here. Union Healthcare and Science saved my life. There you go, Brenda. I'm pro union. People who always want to bring up the mob they want to say that they're pro union and they're in a union, but really they're just trying some way to denigrate the union and try to bring up old mob ties. That's just an anti-union. That's the stuff kind of shit my sister would say. Trying to bring up the mob. And after our dad had been a union representative for decades, she doesn't know that part because she was born so late. After my parents, she was born 18 years after me, and by the time she had awareness of what was going on, my dad was on the other side. He had become a supervisor. He was part of management. So it's kind of funny. My life, I see my dad as a union rep and an elected officer in the local union. So maybe that's why I'm so pro-union or whatever. My brother and sister, they saw my dad as a supervisor and working for management. Maybe that's why they're pro-management. I guess that's what it is. I guess that's how things work out. Our parents do influence us so much, so much. And in my early childhood, my dad was pro-union guy. In their childhood and growing up, he was management. So, go figure. Marie Jean Greco, I announced the Trucker John raid. Thank you so much, Marie. Appreciate that. Atari. Yeah, I don't know. That might be one we didn't have. That was my day. That was not so much my son's day. Sheila Rimfer, I need my house sparks fixed. I'm jonesing. All right, guys. All right, we're almost there. 7 more minutes, I think. Brenda Triplett, I ran up $185,000. I think in medical debt probably in the first 2 months. Yeah, that's when you really need good insurance. Dan Hefner, I am ancient. I still play Tecmo Super Bowl on my Sega Genesis. Oh my gosh, that brings back memories. Memories of the way we were. Yeah. But let's see, what do we got going? I think this is for Nick Rich. Hey, Purple Beard guys here. And I just hope that you guys are feeling good, because I know I'm feeling good. So I want you to feel good. We're about ready to go into the House Sparks show in about 6 minutes or so. So when you go over there, just give old Trucker John a Trucker John raid. Let Hal know that Trucker John got you ready and warmed up and all that good stuff. But I hope you guys are doing good, because I just hope that. I'm a Purple Beard guy. I'm always hoping for the best. I'm always hoping you guys are doing good and going well. But me, on the other hand, I don't give a fucking rat's ass. Okay, no, I do. Okay, I'm a little gruff. I'm a little tough on the exterior. But, I confess, I do care about you guys, but don't tell anybody, all right? Because I don't want you thinking I'm all mushy. I'm not mushy cookie, I'm tough cookie, so, there's that. All right, you can see the delay. So there's a delay going on. But, so there's a little appearance by Purple Beard guy, and hopefully we're back. Okay, so Roxanne says, thank you, Trucker John. Well, thank you for being here. Agent 00 Soul, how do you stand on the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man is a bit pudgy, maybe. I don't know. Suzanne Ferry-Sippy is here. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you, Suzanne. You got in just in the nick of time, because in about 4 minutes we're all going to be traipsing on over to Hal, or maybe we'll wait until he actually comes on, or something. I don't know. But we'll traipse on over there. Mad Max says Nick needs to do the countdown clock since he's the official Trucker John timekeeper. Yes, that's right. That is right. What? He's slacking, I think. Streamers interrupt us. Yeah, that was a phone call that came in. That's the thing, when you do your show from a phone, that is the risk you take, But what can I say? Fancy says, put some trucks in at Hal's. Yeah, little truck emojis, and then say, this is from Trucker John. We're coming over from the Trucker John channel. Trucker John live stream. You just have to say Trucker John. You don't have to say live stream. He'll know. Hugger Greeter says, I wonder if anyone will see me on Hal or not. Is that issue not been resolved yet? Is that still? Let me do that. Is that still not? We're still not seeing you over there. That sucks, Hugger Greeter. I know that really, it really, because you like to talk to people, and if they can't see you, it's hard to talk to you. Matthew, wait till you can be noticed. Yeah, I guess we could wait till, like, right when he comes on or something. I don't know. Gina Maynard, RFK Jr. is still Jill Stein. Yeah, but I don't, like I've said, and Hal has talked about this, and I've read some of those articles and stuff that it looks like RFK Jr. is taking away Trump votes, not Biden votes. So he's kind of like the anti-Jill Stein and Ralph Nader, you know. So if he's going to take away more Trump votes, then I say, have at it. Nick Rich says, hit the like while you go into Hal's show. Tell him Trucker John sent us. There you go. I appreciate that if you guys do that. I really do. Hugger Gritter says, not sure. Yeah, well, I hope we can see you. If I see you in there, I will definitely say hi to you. And then you'll know that I saw you. Yeah, Janelle, we can see Hugger Greeter here on my show, but she's been having a problem on Hal's show, I think, for a few days now, since last week, I think, with being seen on the chat there. I don't know what happened. Don O'Leary, who are the independent running? Well, they do have people running, huh? I don't even know. I think I did see an interview with the guy. It's not. I don't think it's Jill Stein this time. I think it's a black guy or something. For what party was she in? She's not Green Party. Is she Green Party? Whatever she was, I think now. I don't think she's running now. I think there was this other dude running, but I haven't even heard anything about him as far as getting any votes. The only people getting votes are RFK, gets a few here and there, and that's about it. You know, other than Trump and Nikki Haley. But as far as independents and stuff, I really haven't heard anything. I think they're going to be so insignificant that it doesn't matter. Roxanne Armfield says, Andrea said how it would be. Yeah, she did put out a post on X, I saw, that said that Hal's supposed to be coming on at 4, and it is 4 o'clock right now. So I guess we'll be heading over there. I don't know if there's any way, if Jolie is still watching or not. Can Jolie put a Hal Sparks link in there if you guys want to jump over, or how you would do that? Matthew Hanyon, vote for Cornel West, laughing out loud. West. Oh yeah, West. Yeah, I haven't seen any polling on him, or I really haven't noticed him getting very many votes. I think he's a non-factor too. You know, I don't think there's anybody that's going to be able to spoil the election like what's his face did for Gore. What's his face? Why am I forgetting people's names? Ralph Nader. Hopefully I didn't slurp too much. Not on yet. Jupiter Judy. Okay, thanks for checking. Three Girls, Three Wheels says, Trucker John Raid. See y'all at house. Thank you, Three Girls, Three Wheels. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys over there. As soon as I close this down, I'll see you guys over there. Margot says, Paul. Oh, well, Ron Paul. I don't think he did anything either. The one that really did do a serious spoiler was Nader, I think. And then I think probably maybe Jill Stein to some extent in 2016. But I still blame, and she went to Russia and had dinner with Flynn and Putin and all those guys. But that was more of that Russian influence campaign more than anything in 2016, I believe. Let's see. Jupiter Judy just said that Hal wasn't on yet. So let's see. I don't see him either. Let's see. Where? Wow. I don't see Hal anywhere. And now my screen just froze up for some reason. I was trying to find Hal Sparks on my iPad, and now my iPad froze. So that's weird. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and end the show. You guys can start heading over to Hal. If you guys want, you can give me a little shout out over there. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the 72 thumbs ups I got. Look at that. I hadn't looked down in a while. Last time I looked, it was in the 50s, and here we are at 72. So thank you so much. It's a lot of thumbs up for me. 59 watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. I'll be back Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, right after the Hal Sparks show. When Hal Sparks does his Saturday show, I like to come on right after. For anybody who still wants to hang out and chat for a little bit longer, we can do that. And so that's why I put that in the title. I put the Hal Sparks post show. I've been saying cool down. I might just change it to Hangout. Hangout or cool down. Cool down I thought was I don't know, a cool way of saying hangout. But I'll see you guys there. Let's see. But I'll see you guys Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to play my outro song, which unfortunately I think still has a sound issue. And I apologize for that. I don't know how to fix it. I might just have to stop doing these things. But here it is. I'll see you guys on Saturday.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes. Might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes. But if we did, I'd be only too glad. So style of Easter, baby. Show should I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant. But I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I tried to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid. But doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where we win, right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, it's time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully. Nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about gold chimes, but if we did, I'd be on to glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you, maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant. But I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should've stopped truck driving. Who am I trying to kid? At least when I was out there driving, I could handle the skid. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream, this is where we live, right here on the Trucker John.